Y'all, Kel Mitchell's ex-wife Tyisha just came out to expose him for lying through his teeth about her on his Club Shay Shay interview. And she came prepared. She dropped some bombshells about how he really moves, exposing him for being on the DL and having gay relationships with several celebrities. Now, Kel and Tyisha have had a rocky relationship for a very long time, and it is no secret that there is no love lost between them. They were married from 1999 to 2005, but it has been one drama after another with them. A couple of years ago, she accused Kel of being a deadbeat dad, claiming that he had refused to pay child support and spousal support. She put him on blast on Instagram saying, "Pay your ex, Kel. I'm no longer going to be a victim. I'm collecting everything I'm owed. If you are a fan of his, let him know. Pay your ex. You can't be a man of God and not take care of your past responsibilities." She continued, "You cannot continue being a hypocrite. Part 2 will explain how I went to jail for his IRS tax debt. Yep, I'm spilling it all until I get my money. Pay your ex, Kel. Deadbeat dad, deadbeat celebrity. Like and share. Let him know you can't do this to your kids and your ex. Make him accountable." She also wrote, "Alleged? Nah, baby, facts. Some people are mad at how I'm doing this. Some people want to tell me how to dress. Others want to tell me about my motivation. More people want me to stop doing it this way. Let me say this. I will never listen to other people. I don't care about anyone's opinion of me or what or how I'm doing anything. Everyone has opinions about other people. I used to listen to these opinions. I was a good Christian girl. I was an awesome wife. I've been a student, a mother, a teacher, a friend, an inmate, a felon, a victim. But now I'm just being me and living my unapologetic truth in the exact way I want to portray my life. I guess I'll keep doing my thing until Kel decides to do something. Thank you for your support of my journey. Hashtag pay your ex, Kel. Deadbeat dad." She also made a TikTok video where she claimed that he owed her $1.2 million in back payment of child and spousal support. In another TikTok video, she dropped some receipts to back up her claims of him owing her. However, Kel denied the allegations, posting a picture of a cap and saying, "They do anything for clout. Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, but those who act faithfully are his delight." Hashtag Team Jesus. Kel then took the case to court, where the judge ruled that he didn't owe Tyisha any money because the court found Tyisha had received funds from the sale of their marital home, and that was applied to any support owed. Kel also told the court that he had paid over and beyond what he was supposed to, saying, "Tyisha has done everything in her power to drag me through her path of destruction. Tyisha has painted me as a deadbeat father, not only to this courtroom, but to the community and my entire public platform. This couldn't be farther from the truth." He went on to accuse her of placing liens on his bank account, and according to reports, Kel said over the years his ex-wife placed liens on his bank accounts. He said he has tried to talk to Tyisha since he won in court, but she continued to claim he owed her money. He said his ex alleges that all the attorneys, including her own counsel and judges, are committing fraud and conspiring against her. Other sources reveal that Kel said Tyisha has even placed a lien on his current residence, which prevents him from refinancing, selling the home, or doing anything that requires the title. Tyisha will not withdraw the lien or have it expunged, he said. "She will do whatever she can to get a hold of my assets, despite having no grounds to do so. She completely ignores everything that's occurred over the past 2 years in hopes of trying to get money from me and my family. I have been put through the ringer for almost 2 decades. I have done everything I can to work with her through this process. All she has done is drag me and my family through the mud." So like I said, things have been a hot mess between them for a while now, and it only got worse when Kel went on Club Shay Shay and he spoke on her, accusing her of cheating on him and getting pregnant by 2 different men on 2 different occasions when they were married.
The thing about me was that relationship is very important, and you need to let people know how you feel. At that time, I really wasn't doing that.
Right.
There was a trust thing. You know what I mean? I had already been through death, within my family in Chicago, and all these things were going on. At this point, both of my uncles was murdered. I had a friend that was murdered that we talked about. Yep. All this happened around the same time. And so there wasn't any, I wasn't seeing any therapist or anything of that nature. I was just working constantly working on the show. And within doing that. And then at that time too, I ended up marrying my ex-wife, because we had another baby. We had the baby, right? We had but then we had a baby. And she ended up telling me that the baby that was aborted wasn't mine. And so within that process, you are immediately married within a lie already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So the marriage was never the same after that, was it?
No, it was. This is at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? This is right at the beginning. And so within that process,
she probably should have kept that to herself.
According to him, this happened early on in their marriage, and he was going through some things at the time that made him emotionally vulnerable. Tyisha got dragged for filth for cheating, and she eventually came out to debunk his allegations. Not only did she deny it, but she also exposed him for being on the DL, claiming that he allegedly had a secret little gay affair going on with someone named Nick, and the streets are saying that it's Nick Cannon, allegedly.
So, Kel, who is this person that was pregnant? Because it was not me. Like, who was this? And then other thing is, like, how do you remember all these pregnancies, but you don't remember your kids for, like, years? Like, I don't even know, 13, I don't know, 14. And then how do you remember all these pregnancies, but you don't remember Nick, you know, in my cheerleading outfit, right? Like,
she also went on to expose him for being a deadbeat father to their kids and a hurtful husband to her when they were married.
It's kind of odd, like, how your memory works. Like, you don't remember, I don't know, do you remember your daughter in a car accident? You remember your son losing his tooth? You remember taking your kids' money? Do you remember being completely physically, mentally? Do you remember that you used to me and hit me and choke me and strangle me when I would come out the hospital because I have single beta thalassemia disease? Do you remember that?
She also claimed that he was the one who cheated on her in the marriage, claiming that he used her as his beard to hide the fact that he was gay and that she allegedly caught him in bed with another woman.
Do you remember that you were addicted to sex? Do you remember that? Do you remember me catching you with a man? Do you remember that? Do you remember you using the money that I created to pay for an entire woman's place? Do you remember that?
She then claimed that she had a lot of strong evidence to back up her claims, asking him to do a sit down with her so that she could bring her receipts and expose him even further.
So your memory is interesting. So I think we should, you know what, let's figure out, you know, like, let's sit down, let's have a sit down and let's think about, you know, this memory. I have a few items that might, you know, jog your mind to help you with some of that memory. I don't know if this is like, you know, beginning Alzheimer's or something, but yeah, let's talk about it though, because I'm ready.
But she didn't stop there, and in another video, she claimed that she stayed with Kel even though he didn't exactly treat her well, but when she decided to leave, he suddenly switched up on her and became a narcissist. Hey, her words, not mine.
I think, like, you know what, you get married, you just stay married for the rest of your life. So I figured that I had to accept Kel for who he was because he was my husband. But along the way, I realized that there were just some things that I could not accept. And once I stopped accepting those things that he wanted me to accept, that's when the man got completely psycho and crazy, and this really began the narcissistic nightmare that I'm still, like, I hope people are realizing that this is why this is still trauma.
She then came out to directly deny that she had gotten pregnant with another man's baby.
Another thing is, and I want to clarify this very much, in the interview, Kel is acting like, we did not want our son and it was a secret. It was not a secret. It was never a secret. We wanted our son. He's the one who wanted me to get pregnant with the son. We told everybody. Both of our parents knew as soon as we found out that we were pregnant. And so there was no sneaking around. It was not a shock. Every single person knew, and he made it a point to make everybody know. So, like, that's even crazy to me, because when this was happening, as soon as I found out that I was pregnant, he was so excited, and his parents, everyone was so excited.
She accused him of lying for attention and pity.
About a boy. I mean, just the fact that you're even lying about a boy is crazy. That's like really crazy work. But then also to state that because of these fake or because of cheating, because of me cheating, this man said he wanted to kill himself. I mean, just think about how narcissistic that sounds.
Child, Tyisha read him for filth. It's crazy how he was bold enough to come out and tell stories about someone who has his tea. I mean, Tyisha has proven over and over again that she is not the person you want to mess with. And she is never afraid to call out BS whenever she sees it. However, this drama has divided people because while some people believe that Kel is lying and Tyisha is telling the truth, others believe that Tyisha is lying and Kel is telling the truth. It's a messy he said, she said situation, and this is what fans had to say. I actually loved Kel Mitchell while growing up, but for some reason, I don't believe a single word of that story about his wife. I'm a fan of his and know nothing about the wife, not even her name, but for some reason, the story just seemed very sus. I didn't believe a single word that came out of Kel Mitchell's mouth. Everything about his demeanor, dialogue, and posture gave liar. And one thing about these type of women is when their back is against the wall, rather than take accountability, they just call you gay. Woo! One thing about Shannon Sharpe and Club Shay Shay, the interviews are always going to cause some crazy drama, but I want to know how you guys feel about this. Do you think that Kel is lying, or do you think that Tyisha is the one lying? Drop your thoughts in the comments and then check out this next video.